Working on the old sleds for Stevo here. He dropped off, and we got this old broken hood taken off, and just broken right off it. You got my old hood off my Scanic on there. Now it actually goes up and stays up and doesn't fall off. You don't have to bungee cord it on. That's all good. I got the seat off my Scanic. We're going to put that on too, because that is terrible. And I mean, it's beat up right where you do all the riding. So like, it's broke, so you get falling between these two. It's just awful. So I get a little shorty seat. We'll put that on there. I adjusted the carbs a little bit. It was running pretty near perfect. I just leaned it out a little bit. And so this one's almost done, other than the seat. It's good to go. This one here, I'm going to put the primer on it. It doesn't have one. So put the primer on it, tune the carb a little bit, and he said the clutch stuck on this, so I gave him the clutch off my Olympic, and he put that on there, and he said the clutch works, but the brake disc was too big, so I took this one off. I was going to make it work. The bolt holes didn't line up because it was too high, so I took that one off, threw it away, took the old one off that I still had, mounted it up. The bolt pattern was actually the same. By some miracle, it's just taller, so that worked out perfect. Changed the line, the clutch line. The clutch line fit into the handlebars perfectly. Miracle. I mean, they're about the same year, probably mid-70s or so. I'm not really sure, but yeah. So the hood's in good shape. The windshield sucks. I don't know. I might do something about that. Just level it out some, because Jesus, nothing looks worse than a bad hood or seat or broken windshield like that. Just level it out, and maybe if I could just fill in this crack here, take a piece off this and fill that crack in and level it out. I mean, it should be low. But, I mean, it looked like this. That looks retarded. That looks awful. I mean, this one wasn't bad. Just had a little broken piece. The hood was the bad part. But the hood is like mint on this one. It's just, that windshield looks so shitty. So, big chunk missing out of here. So, yeah, cut her across. Lower it down. Patch that spot. And it should be alright. Seat's not the worst on this one. This, I mean, Jesus, not that bad. So, but the other thing is the exhaust. Muffler's all rotted out. Great big hole here with a rat nest in there. Hole there. Great big hole in the bottom. So instead of patching it up where it's got the rat nest in there anyway, and it doesn't seem to be running good, I'm going to free it up. Take all that crap out. All the baffles are all loose in there. So I'm going to cut it here. This piece is all good. Cut it here and then modify this back section, put a new piece on it, and weld it on, and that should fix that. Here's the exhaust. It's all rotted out. Now this first part's good, so like I said, cut that off, and we're just going to change this back part. Let's get a hole there, rotted out right there. Right there. It's all plugged up and full of mouse nests and stuff. So I had this old snow stuffed trail can that came with the Yamaha here. It was all punched out anyway, and it was kind of in rough shape. So just taper this in here a little bit. I'm gonna put that on there like that, and get this old piece here, this little turn down on it. We'll probably cut that off, weld that on the end of here, and that'll be almost the same as that little little turn down. That should be all good. I mean, it's gonna be probably super nuts loud, but I mean, at least it'll flow right and work alright. Will it work good? I don't know. It'll probably work better than that. All gummed up, plugged up. So we'll get that all done up and try her out. Get the exhaust all finished up and all welded up on there. There's that snow stuff can off the Yamaha with the tip and just dumps down in the factory spot. Turned out pretty good. Probably not going to be super snappy. Probably kind of flat sounding and have a pretty flat curve and not be super quick or anything, but hopefully this will free it up and let it go to the high RPM so it don't bog and stuff. At least it rev and just kind of go along. Get this adjusted so it doesn't hit on the steering anymore. Did a little bit of jet into it. Got the primer line mounted so it'll actually start now. Yeah, so that's that. And then we got the hood or the windshield all taped up like we're gonna cut it. That's super low because I'm not gonna fix that, so we'll just cut it under that. I mean, it'd be nice to be up here a little bit, but it's broke there too, and it's broke over here, I realize, so I can't go higher than that anyways. So low it is, at least it will look right. So it's gonna be a little low, but see how that turns out. But that's looking much better, minus the seat. Haven't done that yet. Cut this windshield, that'll stop looking so stupid. That'll look nice, the seat, me. But yeah, most of this done, so we'll cut the windshield and get her going. Well, I had the exhaust all done and fitted up on the old TNT over there, but it was just crazy loud. Like, I knew it was going to be loud, but like not that loud. Like, it was bad. So I cut this tip off and made this little baffle for the end. See if we can see in there. Put a baffle in there, and you can't go all the way through. It has a plate in there that blocks it off. So then it has to go through around these ports on the outside. So it's pretty short. It's only like right here. But I mean, that should quiet it down a lot. I don't want to put anything in this main chamber. I know that's where the muffler usually is on these, but I just want to keep that open for the flow. And then we'll just reduce it right here at the end and kind of let it build up there. And so we'll just get this in there. You can see it good there. And then we'll just weld this back on, put it back in. That should quiet it down a lot. I should fix it. And here's the leftover parts. Get the broken hood. I swapped out the skis on the TNT. This one was in bad shape. I mean, it's pretty heavy and crusty. But this is the one that got ran over and flattened out. I tried to relief cut it and bend it up a little bit, and I was just going to leave it. Then I was like, nah, I got an old set of skis around, so I threw them on there. Here's the old seat off the Citation, just absolutely beat. And let's check them out. There's the new seat on the Citation. It's looking much better. He's got room to put a little mount for a gas jug there or something. That'd be pretty cool. Got the hood on there. It flips up now, it don't fall off. Tune the curbs. That was all that needed. Seat's all right on this one. Good enough. Cut the windshield down so that don't look so janky. And here's the skis. Got a good set of skis on it now. Didn't have any shocks, but got two shock options here. You can either cut these tabs off and just use this shock mount into here, or you can use this shock mount and cut this off and run it into there, whatever. But anyways, it'll go a lot better. There's that. Get a primer mounted on there. Got the carb tuned. Got the exhaust pipe on here. All cleaned out and everything. Then I got that silencer in there. It didn't quiet it down a whole lot, but it'll do something a little bit. And yeah, there they are. all done and ready to load on the trailer and go back to Stevo.